Hello, and welcome to this first lecture in this overview section of this new course, AI for Mastering Complexity in Problem Solving and Decision Making. So, in this section, we will give you an overview of how can you use AI, artificial intelligence, for mastering complexity in problem solving and decision making. And for this lecture itself, we will tell you a quick overview of how can you do that, right? So how do you think you can use AI for mastering complexity in problem solving and decision making? Any thoughts? You know, that's an excellent question, isn't it? Using AI to master complexity in problem solving and decision making is one of the most powerful ways an individual like you can amplify your intelligence, uh, adaptability, and creativity uh, in this environment, in today's environment, especially when it is fast changing, it is led by technology. It can help you do that. So what are the steps that you need to take to implement this, to start using AI to master complexity? Let us take a look at the steps that you can take to, as an individual professional, to master complexity in decision making and problem solving using AI. Now, first is to understand the complexity in decision. What drives a complexity and what is a complexity? Now, complex problems are characterized by three main things, right? First, they are dynamic. Uh, Conditions change rapidly, whether they are markets, technologies, or people, and as well, things are not static. You can't predict for long. Then they're interconnected. There are many variables that influence one another. It is not a single variable model. There are many variables. And the outcomes are uncertain and nonlinear. The outcome has ambiguity. You don't know whether the same linearity will continue. And what does AI do is it helps you navigate complexity by uncovering hidden patterns, simulating scenarios, and enhancing your human reasoning rather than replacing it. So that's the complexity in decisions or problems that you can solve using AI. Now let's take a look at how AI supports mastery of complex problem solving and decision making. Let us take a look at that. There are five ways primarily. The first of it is to use AI for framing and understanding the problem, the first step of problem solving decision making. And there your goal is to get clarity and structure in the chaos, because when you are in complex situation, you are in a chaotic situation. You can't figure out the one end of the wire from another one. And it is a mess of a things, a ball of things that's happening. What you can do there is to get clarity and structure. You can use AI to brainstorm, you know, uh, for mapping possible dimension of the problem using brainstorming assistants. And there you map the dimensions like stakeholders, causes, and dependency. The second thing you can do is to ask AI to create causal maps or system diagrams, which can explain how A affects B and what feedback loops may exist in the system. Third, you can do for framing and understanding the problem is to use AI to summarize the reports or data to extract key themes, contradictions and insights rather than reading the long reports, right? And an example of such a prompt to use AI to frame and understand the problem could be saying to AI, summarize this situation from multiple perspectives, customer, management, and regulatory, or anything else, and identify where is the main complexity in the system. So, like this, you frame and understand the problem in the first step. The second thing is to use AI for data-driven pattern recognition, and their goal is to discover hidden relationships that we as humans might miss. And how can you use AI for such a data-driven pattern recognition? You can use AI analytics dashboards like Power BI plus Copilot Tableau AI, ChatGPT with data upload to visualize the relationship between the variables. And then let AI find anomalies or clusters in your data in terms of patterns of performance, customer behavior, or time usage. And the third thing you can do to drive pattern recognition is to use predictive analytic tools like Google AutoML, Orange, Excel Copilot to simulate what if outcomes. And an example prompt of this to AI could be analyze the given data set and show how changes in variable X influence the outcome Y over a period of time, including unexpected patterns. So that's how you can use AI for data-driven pattern recognition at an overall level. We will cover each of these as we go forward in this course. So don't worry about that. Then the third way you can use AI is for multi-scenario simulations. And there your goal is to explore multiple futures before acting, before deciding, right? And what can you do there? You can use AI scenario planners like ChatGPT Advanced Data Analysis, Forethought AI, or Fathom to simulate outcomes under different assumptions, right? Also, you can run Monte Carlo type simulations or risk models in Excel Copilot or Python notebooks with AI help. And the third thing you can do for multiple scenario simulation is to ask AI to help design decision trees showing trade-offs and risks. And an example of such a prompt would be telling AI, show three future scenario of this decision, optimistic, realistic, and pessimistic, and describe how I should adapt under each situation. So that's the third thing you can do. The fourth is to use AI for cognitive debiasing. Now, that can help you reduce the personal bias in reasoning. That is one of the issues that we have as a human being. And with the context aware programming, now even the computers are becoming responsible for having biases. So, how to reduce personal bias is the challenge here now. Now, what can you do there is, you can ask AI to challenge your assumptions by asking what blind spots might I have, or use AI as a devil's advocate to critique your preferred solution and compare your intuitive reasoning versus AI's logical explanation. And that will help spot biases and overconfidence. And a good example of such a prompt would be telling AI, play devil's advocate. What could go wrong if I choose this solution? Which cognitive biases might be influencing this decision? So that's how you can use AI for cognitive debiasing for a start. The fifth thing is to use AI for decision documentation and reflection, where the goal is to learn from the past complex decisions to improve future ones. Right. And what you can do here is to use AI journaling tools like Reflect AI, Notion AI, ChatGPT to record why you made a decision and later review outcomes. Also, you can let AI extract patterns from your decision history. When your decision succeeded, what reasoning patterns were present. And over time, AI will help you build a personal decision intelligence profile. And a prompt for such uh, decision documentation and reflection could be summarize my last five strategic decisions and identify what reasoning patterns correlated with success. So, what tools can you use? Having looked at five ways, we can use AI to help you manage the complexity in decision and problem solving. What tools can you use? So let's take a look at some quick tools for purpose problem structuring. You can use ChatGPT, Notion AI, Miro Plus AI. For pattern recognition, you can use Power BI Copilot, Tableau GPT, Excel Copilot. For simulation, you can use Forethought AI, ChatGPT with data analysis, Orange. For bias detection, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, and for reflection, Reflect AI, Notion AI, ChatGPT Journal. So these are some of the top tools you can consider using. You can also set up a daily practice routine of 15 to 30 minutes. Now, what such a practice routine will look like? In the morning, you can use AI to map your three complex challenges and possible variables using tools like ChatGPT or Notion AI. In the afternoon, you can analyze relevant data and simulate two, three possible decisions using Excel Copilot and Tableau GPT. And in the evening, you can reflect on your reasoning quality and biases using Reflect AI and ChatGPT. So that's a illustrative daily practice routine. You also need to make long-term mind shifts. Now, to truly master, complexity, you need to cultivate a few systemic changes. One is that you need to let AI help you see interdependencies by using systems thinking. So start being aware that the system is more complex. There are many variables, and you need to understand the interdependency, and you can use AI for that. Second is need to shift mind towards adaptive learning. Treat AI as your co-learner, not as an oracle. And reflective intelligence is the third mindset shift that you need to have, where you start using AI to help you think about how you think. So reflective intelligence is the another long-term mindset shift that you need to have. So what do we do next now? So in the next one, we will start looking at some case studies of AI actually helping in mastering complexity and problem solving and decision making. We will take a look at three case studies one by one. So that's what we have for you in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first overview lecture in this course, AI for Mastering Complexity in Problem Solving and Decision Making. I hope you're beginning to learn new things, beginning to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.